Hello, everyone, welcome to our channel. Today we are going to talk about the best laptops for 2023. Before we start, make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon. You can check all these products from the links in the description. Okay, then let's go to the video. Number 5. The best overall laptop. Dell XPS 13 Plus. Dell collectively shocked everyone who follows the laptop market when it announced the XPS 13 Plus. The base model comes with a 12th Gen Intel Core i5 CPU, 8GB, LPDDR5, 5200 MHz, integrated dual-channel RAM, 512GB, M.2, Gen 4 PCIe NVMe, SSD storage, and a full HD screen. However, you can upgrade pretty much every specification, including adding an OLED to an Ultra HD screen to it, and the OLED screen is stunning indeed with a gloriously high resolution that makes anything on screen shine. The touchscreen also can be applied. It is smooth and responsive as well, and it's quite resistant to fingerprint smudging to boot. You can upgrade the RAM to 32GB and SSD to 2TB. The webcam, not surprisingly, is 720p. Infinity bezels come at a cost, and a cheap webcam is one of them, but the quality is at least pretty good for what it is. The battery life is average, but nothing you'd expect from an Intel Evo certified Ultrabook, hitting a bit over the 6-hour mark on average. The XPS 13 Plus is exquisitely crafted from aluminum and glass. The lid is as sturdy as can be. Keep it closed, and you won't see much difference between it and the old-school XPS. Durability can sometimes fall by the wayside as devices get thinner, but Dell hasn't compromised on that here. You won't find a sturdier laptop in the 13-inch space. It's also quite a nice-looking machine, with the flat keyboard deck creating a seamless aesthetic that appears decidedly futuristic. My one complaint about the chassis on my graphite color review unit is that it is a fingerprint magnet. If this is an issue for you, a platinum color is also available. This costs about $1,200. The product link is in the description. Number 4. The best gaming laptop for 2023. Razer Blade 15. Luxury probably isn't the first word that comes to mind when you think about gaming laptops, especially with some looking, shall we say, extra, with flashy light bars and dot matrix displays embedded in their lids. But with its excellent performance, superb build quality, understated design, and very luxurious price, the Razer Blade 15 feels like it's crossed the line into portable gaming opulence. Inside, the Blade has a large glass trackpad that's one of the best you can get on a Windows laptop. New for 2023 are larger keycaps along with Razer's signature per-key chroma lighting. Another subtle design tweak is that instead of having a distinct cutout for the laptop's up-firing speakers, this year Razer used lasers to etch the grille directly into the deck, which improves rigidity while maintaining that minimalist aesthetic. There's also a new 1080p webcam for 2023, which is a welcome upgrade from the 720p cams on older systems. And finally, you get a plethora of connectivity, including 2 USB-C ports, including one with Thunderbolt 4, 3 USB-A ports, HDMI, a headphone jack, and even a full-size SD card reader. Moving on to performance, Razer offers the latest 12th Gen Intel H-series CPUs and NVIDIA RTX 30 series GPUs. The downside is that these components don't come cheap, with the 2022 Blade 15 starting at $2,500 for a 1.8 GHz 14-core Intel i7-12800H processor, 16 GB of RAM, and an RTX 3060 Ti, before topping out at a wallet-quivering $4,000 for a fully loaded model with i9 chip, 32 GB of RAM, and a 3080 Ti. Now, I should point out that configs top out at just 1 TB of storage. But for those who want even more room, the Blade 15 features 2 M.2 slots, only one of which is populated out of the box. So if you're willing to remove the laptop's bottom panel and SSD cover, tossing in another drive should be pretty straightforward. Just remember to use single-sided modules, because double-sided M.2 sticks won't fit. You can buy these links in the description. Number 3. Laptop with the best display. Asus Vivobook Pro. Asus Vivobook Pro 16X OLED is a Spartan-looking workhorse laptop with some aces up its sleeve. Chiefly, a 4K OLED display, AMD Ryzen CPUs from the 5000 series, and NVIDIA's 30 series dedicated graphics processors. All of this points towards a big and powerful laptop that's capable of smashing through work tasks and rendering websites, games, photos, and videos in beautiful, vibrant colors. But it's also highly portable and, with the heaviest options weighing under 2 kilograms, it's a laptop that's just as happy being hauled around between meetings as it is sat on a desk, despite its sizable 16 display. The main selling point of the Vivobook Pro 16X OLED is, broadly speaking, dazzling, although there is one blemish on this otherwise fantastic display. First, the good news. The display is huge, with a taller than usual 16:10 aspect ratio, and the high resolution means that whatever you're working on or looking at looks sensational. The benefit of the aspect ratio is most obvious when working, as the extra height means it's easier to work on large documents and spreadsheets. As it's an OLED panel, the black of the text also looks extra inky and pin-sharp, by virtue of those black areas of the display being pixels that aren't emitting any light. The Vivobook Pro 16X OLED display produced a wide range of colors, reproducing 171% of the sRGB color space, 118% of Adobe RGB, and 121% of DCI-P3. While color gamut coverage was good, however, color accuracy was not. I recorded an average delta E of 3.59 versus sRGB, which isn't ideal if you plan to use this laptop for any serious photo work. This also comes with 32GB RAM and 1TB SSD. This cost about $1,600. Product link in the description. Number 2. Best 2-in-1 laptop. Samsung Galaxy Book 2 Pro 360. This could be the best laptop Samsung has made. While Samsung smartphones have long been popular with many users, its Galaxy Book range of laptops is developing a pretty good reputation too and shaping up as serious competition for the likes of Apple's MacBooks and the Microsoft Surface range. This laptop got an Intel Core i7-1260p CPU, 16GB DIMM LPDDR5 5200 MHz RAM, and 1TB Samsung PCIe NVMe Gen 3 SSD. It has a 15.6-inch, 1080p, AMOLED display. If we talk about the pros and cons of this product, the pros are this laptop got a stunning, portable design, also the performances are very good. The cons are the price is high, and there are no improvements to fast charging. This cost about $1,200. Link in the description. Number 1. If you are looking laptop for photo and video editing, this is what you want. MacBook Pro M2. The 2021 redesign of the MacBook Pro supercharged the lineup, adding Apple Silicon, plenty of ports, a 1080p webcam, and even making it thicker to accommodate it all. It was a bold move, and in some cases, a big reversal for Apple. Now, the new 14-inch and 16-inch MacBook Pros maintain everything great about that design, but update them to the M2 Pro and M2 Max chips, adding more power and endurance than before. These are still some of the best Ultrabooks, with gorgeous mini-LED displays, excellent speakers, and functionality that feels worthy of professionals and hobbyist creators alike. The new 14 and 16-inch MacBook Pros have the exact same chassis as last year's redesign. They still feel new and fresh, and they still allow for a solid port selection and plenty of power, so I'm okay with this decision. Both options have boxy sides combined with rounded corners to mix pro functionality with Apple sheen. Whether you have the 14.2-inch or 16.2-inch Liquid Retina XDR display, it's going to have a notch on the top of it, similar to the iPhone 14 and 14 Plus. This allows Apple to fit a 1080p camera in there. Early last year, I bought a 14-inch MacBook Pro with M1 Pro, and, unlike with my iPhone, I have never stopped noticing the notch. That's the case for me with this year's Pros, as well as the M2 MacBook Air. The screens are taller than the usual 16:10, so you don't lose any usable space versus previous models. But if you're annoyed like I am, you might want to look into software fixes, like Top Notch, which makes the menu bar black to help make the notch blend in. And yes, the mouse can still go underneath the notch, which seems like an oversight. But upgrades to the highest performance parts, including RAM and storage, will cost you a serious chunk of cash over the base models. But you should seriously consider them, because Apple's design doesn't allow for internal upgrades down the line. If you're ever going to want 96 GB of RAM with your M2 Max, consider emptying your bank account at the point of purchase. This cost about $1,950. Link in the description. Okay, then this is it. What top 5 products want you next? You can select between headphones and backpacks. Let us know in the comments section. Make sure to like and share this video. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Let's meet again in another interesting video.